So let's see. Don't know if anybody will show up. I just am creating this out of the nothingness of Saturday evening, waiting for Richard. He's in that building right there. Having an MRI. So let's see what's going on with everybody else tonight. I got a few, probably 45 minutes to be occupied, because 45 minutes is enough for me to get myself into trouble. Live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Tap comment. Okay, so live. Okay. All right. Catherine. Well, hi, Catherine. Wish you were here. Wish I was there. I could tell you that, because this is what, see my windshield? While I understand the need for rain, all right, I've had rain up to here. So it would be really nice. It would be really nice to have some sunshine. I need some sun. Look how white I am. I am fairly fair-skinned, unless I've gone here for a little bit, half an hour or so, see what you were all up to. I'm buffering here in Arizona, so I'm behind. Okay. It might be because of I hope it's not because of the stream. So how are things on that end of, in that neck of the woods? So I saw Bob today do a video he uploaded that is about preparing. And I am really happy to see him getting on board with the preparedness stuff. It's just, there are things going on in this world, and I watch these videos all day long, and there are shortages all over the country. Now, Linda's Prepper Kitchen. Well, hello, Linda. Thank you for popping in. My husband's getting an MRI right now, and so I am trying to stay out of trouble. So I was just telling my friend Catherine, who I have had the privilege of spending time with in Arizona, when hubby and I were able to go there about a year and a half ago. And I was telling her, Bob Wells, who is the king of the RV community, in my humble opinion, and that of many, many thousands of other people. And Bob has, and people look to him for guidance or direction on what's the norm for the van life, the travel community. And he has started in the last month a segment once a week about preparedness, because generally speaking, and I could tell you, having spent 7 weeks in my Class C RV that's 25 feet long, that there isn't a lot of space to put a ton of food. But if I were there right now, hello, Ron Darrell. If I were doing this right now, living in my RV, I would find place to put food. I would find place to put other things that could come up and be needed, such as medical supplies, such as, ancillary things to life, like Band-Aids, like rubbing alcohol, like all of those kind of things that all preppers have an abundance of. And most RV people also have those kind of things, because you never know. Catherine, 86. Oh my God. I really, truly wish that I was there. And so Linda's Prepper Kitchen is a wonderful channel to watch, because she makes videos several times a week. All right, so Linda, it gets right to it. Okay, it's like what foods. The other day she did Linda did a video of I think it was like 10 meals in a bag. All right, 10 very quick and easy things. If you had no electricity, the grid was down, and you just needed to be able to make something for dinner, she had great ideas. And there is a ton more. Of course, we all know there's lots and lots of things. So it got me thinking about what would I put on my own shelf right now. And I need some help with my pantry physically. I have to have help. Some things I can't do by myself. And so we're going to get to that pantry. I have a ton of stuff piling up that I've bought and had shipped to me. And I have quite a bit of it piling up on my counter. And as a matter of fact, I got a bunch of spaghetti sauce that was in jars. And my son last night and it got delivered while I was in bed, because I had it delivered like between 10 and 11. And so I had some stuff delivered, and the next morning he's like, oh, he was in pain. I said, what's wrong? And he said, your bag of sauces dropped on my big toe. And it was black and blue. So I go to get something out of that bag today, because I had a bunch of family there, and unexpectedly there for a extended period of time today, working on a car. And one of them was broken. Big jagged piece of the minute I opened it and I could see sauce, I knew there was a broken jar. So I was very careful. So that's one of the issues is the price is going up. Camping therapy. Welcome, 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 Doreen. Doreen has her channel. Okay, I'm going to use this word, Doreen. Her channel is adorable. She has she's restored a camper, a pull behind. It's a small one. She's restored it beautifully. The colors are perfect. And she is involved in vintage camper rallies. And these are so cute. I wish, but you know what? It's all I can do to put together one Class C, let alone, that I could live in if I had to. And when I want to. Right now, I can't live in it because it's not usable. It's being used at the ranch where my son and my nephew's son are starting to pull this ranch together. Roy and Becky's Travels. So Linda, so I've ran into so many different types of channels just by hanging out in all kinds of different genres of YouTube channels. Roy and Becky's Travels have been there very close to the beginning for me, when I decided that I wanted to, when it was still me and my husband, and right now he's right in there getting an MRI finally of his neck and his thoracic spine. We've been home from Quartzsite for a year and a half, and he is just now getting that MRI. So anyways, Roy and Becky's Travels has a lot of different people in there, and it's an interesting place to go hang out. They're there Monday through Friday, Roy and Becky's Travels, and they are cool people. Again, we got to hang out with them and stay with them when we went to Quartzsite, Arizona. It's my liquid sunshine. I ought to roll up my window. So they're excellent channel. And as I was saying, Linda's Prepper Kitchen is a channel that I've genuinely felt connected to. One of the first few I felt connected to what you do on your channel, Linda, because it's real food. You make it very doable and in increments. And Ron Darrow. So you usually come on at night when I'm almost asleep. I go to bed most of the time about 7. Tonight I'm out and about because Richard needed this MRI and I came with him, and so yeah, that's so back to camping therapy. So camping therapies, it is adorable channel. She goes to these vintage rallies and she tours these beautiful and the cute, adorable vintage RVs, especially the ones at Christmas. OM gosh. I love Christmas, and those little vintage RVs, by the way, some of them, they may look small in size, but when you get in, they've even got a wet bath. Many of them, wet bath, and are painted just phenomenally. And the colors, attention to detail. So, yeah, I am very much uh, camping therapy, rah rah camping therapy. NJ Sunday Drives is a newer channel to me, and so I'm just getting acquainted with some people. And so thank you for coming in and saying hello. I appreciate it very, very much. Very much. Let's see what else. So anyways, I saw Bob Wells. He's now doing videos about being prepared. And today, as a matter of fact, he had Augustin Farms. Oh, I do, Linda. I very much feel comfortable with your channel, and it's so I like how you approach it. You're not hysterical. Not to say there's not some reason maybe to be hysterical, okay? Just saying, but you're not hysterical about what's going on. You are measured in what you say, and you are specific about what you put forward as far as what do we need to do. Yours is Linda's Prepper Kitchen, and that's what you focus on, and I appreciate that. I know what I'm going to get anytime I come to your channel. I'm going to get how to deal with, put together the right food. Ice storm in Texas last year went 2 weeks, could have gone months. So about 6 years ago, before my father had to be put in a nursing home, and my dad passed away 2 years ago this April. So it's been about 4 to maybe 5 years ago that we had here in Eugene, Oregon, a massive ice storm. It covered for days. We were without heat for 4 days. Now, the reason I bring my father into it, because some of you don't know, I lived with my father. I live in his house, actually, and my father was 88 to 89, somewhere in there, when this happened. And he was not very mobile. He was still using a walker. He wasn't paralyzed yet. And we had to do everything we could to keep him warm. We did have a fireplace in our family room, but it was being taken up because another one of my sisters was living there who had just had a massive back surgery. She's a very similar story as mine. We're thinking that our back issues are genetic, possibly, and my neurosurgeon said that is not necessarily untrue, that it very well could be some genetics playing a part in why she and I have these really screwed up backs. So we're able to get a fire in there, but he couldn't necessarily go sit in there because it really was taken up with this massive bed that was the platform weighed about 300 pounds. And I'm not joking. It was about a 300-pound platform. So it couldn't just be moved around. We went and was my first experience with getting something to utilize for heat. We went and bought a Mr. Buddy. The big Mr. Buddy, the biggest one that they have. I'm sorry, my hair is driving me crazy. Mr. Buddy, and we set it by my dad. We got a bunch of the little canisters, and we still have the Mr. Buddy. And so my dad, though, was a trooper. Nothing really bothered him. It's raining out and I am in a tank top. This is my general uniform. I'm in shorts and a tank top. I'll never get it out of my system after Arizona, Catherine. So we kept him heated up with piled on blankets. I got wool blankets put closest to him. But, honestly, my dad was like, it's no big deal. I'm fine. You don't have to keep putting blankets on me. Well, yes, we do, Dad. You're my responsibility. And we're not going to have you freezing to death right now. I did get some beautiful pictures of that, and they're on my iPad. My iPad uh, um, oh gosh, my iPad, one of these. See, my memory, I've gotten some real issues with my memory. I need to have this checked out. My iPad cord broke. And I don't have access to it. It's dead, blah, blah, blah. I have to get a new iPad cord, and then I'm going to download those because they were fabulous. I actually went out and I drove to one of my favorite parks, which is the I've taken you along there with me before. Thank you, Catherine. Um, I went to the Rose Garden, Owen Memorial Rose Garden, and I got some of the most awesome pictures. I still can't get over. One of them was this tree. It's almost like a weeping willow. It's massive, and it was a big giant popsicle. And it was just solid. Everything was solid white. So yes, Ron, things happen. So preparedness for me is about in the town I live in, Eugene, Oregon, and the Pacific Northwest. Just a few years ago, we had massive wildfires not too far from here. And actually our neighboring city is called Springfield, and it's just literally over a bridge. And at the far end of that, which I'd say is about 18 miles from us, there was the cutoff. People could not go past there up the McKenzie because of the wildfire was so close. So right now I'm missing out on, I'll tell you, I'm going to whine a moment. So down at the southern area of Oregon, down around Roseburg, is a get together of many, many, many RVers, van life people who are content producers. And it really is sad, but I can't. Yes, and we had them last year too, Doreen. We will always have them. Thank you for that, Catherine. Yeah, thumbs up always help. I'm not really thinking in those terms right now, but thank you for thinking in those terms. Ron, were you talking to me about taking a video here? So anyway, we have wildfires every darn year. It's unfortunate, but we do. And so yeah, I'm preparing for that. So we prepare for that. We also are on the fault line for a earthquake someday. We are past due. We have flooding, although when my father built this house, I was 12. I'm 60 now. When he built this house, he built it, it's a normal street in a subdivision, and with sidewalks on either side, and we're the sixth house down on the left. And ours is one of just two houses that sits higher up. He did not smooth out that area. I guess that's the best way to put it. He did not bring the grade of the dirt down. And actually, you should have. Oh, at Powwow. Cool. That would be really nice, doing a video there. So I even got to drive around. I remember this so well, even though it was so long ago. He had a little excavator. I can't think what they're called now, but it's a small little mini one. And I got to drive around and move dirt all over the place. So anyway, I have good memories of that. Fun. And so Lance, well, hello, Lance. I'm all done up tonight. Can't you see? Richard's having an MRI in there right now. Finally, of his thoracic spine. And so I just thought, let's keep me out of trouble. I didn't know what to do. And so here we are. Good to see you. So back to Bob. Bob is putting out content that is once a week that has to do with preparing. And just like Ron Darrell said, it's about, there are things that happen. We live in a region that has rain a lot of rain to the point of flooding at times. Where I live, though, I don't really fear flooding. My dad built the house. He was a builder. He built the house on a really good piece of property in this subdivision. So I'm not in any fear of ever getting flooded, but you know what? You never know. So I am stocking up. My pantry, which is not giant, my dad did build it a long time ago. We're stocking up, and also I'm having stuff put into the RV pantry, so that, let's say, so what I know for a fact is that I will never be somebody who can just grab a go bag, and be out the door. When I'm out and about right at this point in life, and I don't know that it'll ever change, although I do start, oh, there he comes. Hang on. I was thinking it would be much longer. You're on a live stream, honey. Wave. So when I gotta move my purse around, just move some things around here. And I had him lock his door. So anyways, yeah, I'll never be able to grab a go bag and just run. My go bag is an RV. It has to be. And so let me turn down the fan. Otherwise it'll be crazy. I'm gonna put you up here.
That drove me crazy. My nose itched the whole time I was underneath.
You want to say hi? And so let me just finish this. So our go bag is an RV, all right? And that's just the way it is. So one update for me. So I am going to be starting. So you do know I have a fracture in my back, and I will be starting physical therapy in 3 weeks. It's the soonest I could get into physical therapy. All right, why don't you turn the camera and chat with them for a minute? Tell them what you are up to. And
I just got through getting an MRI, actually 2 at the same time. One on my neck, one on my mid back, upper back. And the whole time I was in that machine, my nose itched so bad.
Had it been itching before the machine?
Nope.
Of course not.
And I couldn't itch it. I asked him once if I could, and he stopped so I could.
Nope.
And then it just kept on itching.
You just have to lay there and not itch. So
I learned how to twitch my nose in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Wow, that didn't take too long. No, I was just been talking about we have what we're doing, and